Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in the previous video we saw about the kits that you get for e-bike, the controller, the throttle body and all that. So this time we are going to look at the connections, what are the connections that go and how the connections are made. And I'll be using a 12H 36 volt battery pack. If you need these sort of battery packs, you could visit my website and you could fill up a forum and I'll be able to hook it up based on your requirement. Whatever you need, based on your requirement, we could build battery packs. Okay, so now let's jump into the connections. So first thing, you'll have this hub motor, right? From the hub motor, you have a couple of wires coming out. So the first set of wires are yellow, green and blue. So these are the main motor wires. And then you also get another set of sensor wires. These would actually come with a socket, okay? But I actually lost the socket, so that's the reason why the wires are separate. But when you buy a kit, you'll get a socket, so it's going to be direct plug and play. Where do you connect all this? In the controller, you have a couple of wires. So now let's talk about this wires, right? These yellow, green and blue would directly get connected to this main connection. Yellow goes to yellow, yellow goes to yellow, green goes to green and blue goes to blue. Just color match these. These are the first set of wires are done. Then from this you also get another set of wire. These are sensor wires. So on the controller box you have a separate socket. There's nothing that needs to be done. This is direct, just plug and play. But here, since I don't have the socket, I have to color match these. So color match these, it'll be good to go. So you're done with the main first wire, okay? So then the second set of wires are these. These are battery connections. So you have red, black and orange. So now black and red works as positive and negative. The main connection goes here, and this orange, right? Let me pull that out. This orange is the controller on-off switch. So when you give positive to the orange wire, the controller turns on. So what we got to do is you have the throttle ignition switch, right? From the ignition switch, you can get those wires out. You'll actually have a socket like this, but I have pulled it out. So what you could do is one wire would go to the orange and the other wire can go to the battery positive. So that's one way of doing it. Or you have a central locking socket, which I'm not going to be using. So you could pull out the red from it. The reason why you'll pull out the red from it is because as soon as you give the power to these two wires, you'll get 36 volt or 40 volt or whatever it is from this. So it is a live wire. There's no switch as such. So what you could do is you could connect the throttle ignition switch with this and this. So it works as a key switch. That I'll show it to you. Acceleration would go to the another socket. Speed regulator. So it will go here. It's just color matching. So green, red and green, black and red. So color match it and just socket it. So pretty much most of the connections, right, are color matched. So that is something that is much easier when you have color match stuff. This is the pedal assist system. So pedal assist system directly gets connected to one of the wire, which would say this. So this would directly get connected to this one. So simple, there's nothing there, simple as such. And then you have these connections. So these are your brake levers. So what you're going to do is there's only one wire for the brake lever. So match it up, that is parallel together, make it in one socket, and then take that socket and connect it to the low potential brake. You would see something called as low potential brake here. So it will get connected there. So that is all done. So these are the basic connections. Now let me quickly get everything connected, and then what I have done is that there's this I have built a battery, right? So this particular battery has an XT60 connector. So I'll be cutting this two wires and connecting a XC60 connector here for easier connection. Okay, that is something that I'm gonna do. So stay tuned, let me get that connected now. So guys, if you see, I have connected everything here and all the connections are done. There is one thing that I did not cover, is that there is something called as a self-check switch. So there are two wires that you would need to connect to each other. So as soon as you connect it, it will spin. So if you see, the first spin would be very slow. It will be in the opposite direction and I can hold it. So that's just checking the motor to see if there's any connection issue. And then you have to disconnect and reconnect. I wouldn't be able to stop it. It will spin very fast. So that means that all the errors have been released. So there are no errors on the controller and the motor. So we'll just disconnect it. Now if you see, the controller is turned on, and if you see, it's turned on. So if I turn it off and throttle it, it will not work. If I turn it on and then throttle, I'll throttle slowly. So if you see, it's spinning. Okay. So the motor is working fine. Slowly, I'll spin it slowly again. So the more throttle you give, the faster it will spin. So if I give it so slowly, it will spin slowly. So if you see, the motor is all connected, it's all good to go. So now we just need to pretty much connect it to our battery, to our cycle, and we are all done. So basically a simple connection, guys. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward, and yeah, the torque is quite good.